Welcome back to Take a Pitch. Let's do
This
it.
is 61, right?
61.
Because we had the emergency pod, which was 60.
Yes. That feels longer than
7 days ago? 6 days ago, yeah.
6, yeah.
Because that was what, right after we recorded 59?
Or 5 days ago. It was
That's usually how it works, man.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going to happen after we record today. Thank God, Brad. Thank God.
Hopefully nothing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As I said, thank God Brad Hand got his shit in early. And we'll touch on that later. But
Yep.
All
right, to start it off, Max is having a brain fart, so I will kick it into gear. Rest in peace to the absolute legend, Hank Aaron. Maybe undisputed, disputed, I don't know, Hall of Fame champ,
home run king.
Home run champ, yeah, king, whatever you want to, I don't know. Some people don't think so, some people do. But yeah, he passed away at the age of 86. He was a 25-time All-Star, which I believe is the most in history.
Yep.
What's interesting about that is he only played 23 years, and he did not make the All-Star game in his first year or his last year. So, do we know how he got those extra All-Star games?
There was a 3 or 4 year period where they played 2 All-Star games.
Why?
Don't know why.
Just for fun?
Just for fun.
Let more guys get their licks, or was it the same exact teams? Do you know?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it was a 4 year period from, well, at least that he made it, 59 to 62.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
I can't wait to lag during this. From the years 1959 to 1962, the American League and National League played 2 All-Star games each year. The primary reason for the second game was to put more money in the players' pension funds. That was why they did it.
Interesting. Okay.
Good guy, Major League Baseball.
3 years. Guess it didn't generate enough.
Makes sense, though. All in all.
I mean, listen. At that point, he's still a 25-time All-Star, you know?
Yeah.
That's some legendary shit.
Yeah.
One of the greatest players of all time.
Yes.
And it's crazy that if you take away, and I've always found this stat insane, if you take away all of his home runs, he still has 3,000 hits.
Yeah, one of 4 players with 600 home run or 600
home runs and 3,000 hits.
600 home runs, 3,000 hits. Yeah, one of 4.
Just absurd.
Can you name the other 3?
Willie Mays is one, obviously.
Mays,
Yes.
A-Rod.
Yep.
Bonds didn't hit 3,000.
No.
What was it? 600 homers, 3,000 hits?
Yep.
Ooh.
I saw a graph on this the other day,
Back
actually.
We just need one more.
Ooh. This is
We actually had a post about it when he did it.
Albert Pujols?
Pujols, yeah. Yeah, it was Pujols. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. It's an elite
yeah,
list.
He did it in
Maybe not there.
2019. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Albert did it,
Yeah.
and I saw a graph about it, but it's like the graph was something along the lines of like the hits on one side, homers on the other, but like not Willie Mays, Hank Aaron just stood there above everybody else.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
One of the greatest players of all time.
You know, everyone. Mike, what the fuck are you eating? First of all,
Whatever you left in the kitchen.
even people were saying like, those who watched him play thought you could say he's underrated, which is absurd.
Yeah.
You're all fucking assholes.
It's not you. It's a Mike, bro.
not
It's
you.
chowing down.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Just hear that
if
fucking-
you would have showed up on time, I wouldn't be this hungry.
Some decency, bro. Like, oh my god.
Way to ruin the quality, Mike. The fuck is that anyway?
They're saltines.
Oh my.
Oh, fucking hell.
He's eating crackers at 11 at night. I can't.
Somebody's hungry. Max wouldn't have been taking a shit. We would have got started earlier. I wouldn't have been this hungry.
Hey, listen, not
It's
my fault
true.
you're hungry.
All right, Max, go on.
But yeah, a lot of people were even saying that Hank Aaron was underrated, even despite being labeled as one of the greatest of all time,
Understandable.
which is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
Like, and we'll have the same situation with Trout though down the line. I feel like.
Will we?
Underrated?
I
don't
think
know.
it
A lot of
depends
people
who
think that
comes
he's
along.
overrated.
Depends who comes
Y-
along.
yeah.
'cause,
It's true.
Dude, Trout is unreal, dude. I just saw a thing on MLB Network where they were comparing him to Griffey, bro, and he's like better than Griffey in every category except for like home runs.
Mm-hmm.
It's unreal. But yeah, R.I.P. to Hank Aaron. It's actually prompted people to call for the Braves to change their name from the Braves to the Hammers in honor of Hammer and Hank Aaron.
That's actually not bad.
It's kind of cool. I like the Braves, though.
Don't they want to change their
They-
logo anyways? Because of the
They
Do
can
they?
keep their logo. They have the
Is it
hammer
PC
logo.
culture?
Right, they
Yeah.
have the tomahawk.
The
Yeah.
Tomahawk.
yeah, but don't they want to get rid of that because it's offensive? The whole tomahawk chop thing.
Yeah, they're not allowed to play the song anymore.
Oh, okay.
But
Do-
the
do we
Chiefs
remember-
are, so I don't really
Ryan,
understand.
Ryan Helsley, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's like 1/8 fucking Native American. Yeah. I'm so offended.
Yeah.
Grow up, you fucking
grow a
pussy.
sack, bro.
Fucking
Literally.
gave up a home run, and that's why he's upset.
Literally.
Gave up a juiced fucking 3-run home run. Fucking lost him the game. Pansy.
Jeez.
Before we
My fault,
before we step away
crybaby.
from Hall of Famers dying,
Yeah.
Don Sutton also passed away
Yes.
this
yeah,
past
we
week.
didn't.
I
good call,
personally don't know much about Don Sutton, so anybody else?
Dodgers,
Does anybody
Dodgers
know much
pitcher.
about him? Yes, thanks. Knew that.
Uh,
Anything besides
I
that?
think he had.
He was in the Hall of Fame. He threw the ball.
I think
Pitch
he had
jams.
300 wins.
He's in a
Yeah.
movie show. That's all I
yeah,
know.
of course.
324.
Pitched
Career
for
ERA
23
326.
He's an old player. Before 2010, you needed 300 wins to even get into the Hall of Fame.
It's true.
Yeah.
4-time All-Star.
years.
All-Star Game
3,500
MVP.
strikeouts.
5 saves to his credit. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's.
I
that's
kinda
All right,
love
anything
huge-
else about him?
Huge for his career.
Well, Mike?
When did he play?
The 5 saves were huge for his career.
Yeah.
60s to
66
80s.
to 88.
I think that's what pushed him really over the top to get into the Hall of Fame. Personally, elite closing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's phenomenal.
Like, goddamn jackasses.
Yeah, he threw like high 80s, low 90s. He's one.
Yeah, like pretty much everybody back then, besides a rare few. Like Dwight Gooden was chucking it at like 96, 97, and I was blowing everybody away like crazy.
He was inducted in 98.
He did not
Okay.
walk many people.
All right.
On to
What do we got next here?
Rest in peace, Hank Aaron. Rest in peace, Don Sutton. Next.
Did we ever touch on,
Has
No, did we ever touch on Time of the Sorta?
Probably not, but you could go give a
I don't
spiel.
think so, because
No,
Tommy
didn't?
Sorta passed away 2 weeks ago, I
2
think.
weeks ago.
I don't think we touched on
it
him. Yeah.
last week. If you listen back, you would know.
R.I.P. Time of the Sorta. Just gotta,
Yes, rest in
cover
peace,
all our
Thomas
bases.
Florida. I saw that the Dodgers might be bringing back the old white piping away unis.
Oh, really?
So it had white around the Dodgers and the numbers and the names on the back. instead of just the blue. Yeah,
Interesting.
for their away jerseys. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
But, yeah.
they literally had them just 2 years more than he played.
Really?
Like, I mean, than he managed. Sorry. So for his entire tenure as a manager, those were their away uniforms.
So like, they'll do it almost as a tribute for the year, essentially.
I guess I don't know. It's a rumor.
Interesting. See, it's a subtle tribute like
That'd
that.
be
That's
cool.
nice. Yeah.
No, that'd be cool as hell. The entire fucking jersey uniform
Yeah.
dedicated to somebody who changed an entire organization. That's
He
cool.
did.
I
Yeah,
like
and-
that.
You know, he believed in his players, and that was the thing. Like he was really the epitome of a player's manager, from every story you hear.
Yeah, yep.
Didn't he have that
He
whole
believed in them
story
like
where
Mickey
he?
Callaway believed in his players. Sorry, Mac. Here you go.
No, it's fine. Didn't he have that whole thing where he brought in Piazza, or whatever? He was one that had
Yes.
faith in Piazza.
He was
Yeah,
the only one. Yeah.
He got the favor
was
with
friends with
Piazza
his
being what
dad.
the last pick of the entire draft, right?
62nd
Was-
round.
62nd round. Yeah.
What you got there?
In today's, what is that? So it'd be
Nobody wanted. Just got somebody to go to school. Forget baseball. Coaches said you're never gonna make it. I appreciate their honesty. You have to use that as fuel for motivation. Mike Piazza. I like that piece.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
a
great piece.
nice
There would've been
piece.
not-
That is a very nice piece.
based on today's draft. There would have been 9 drafts before Mike Piazza got picked.
Yep.
There's only 7 rounds now.
It's true. That's so crazy to think.
Yeah, he was in the longest draft ever,
Yeah.
I believe. And he ended up being the last pick of the draft, or whatever it was. Crazy.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, he called in a favor. And look at that. Guy that nobody believed in. Needed that one connection. Yep.
That's crazy. Was also the biggest enemy of the Philly Fanatic, I think. When or Yuppie.
Yeah.
Was it Yuppie?
That was Philly Fanatic.
I thought Lasorda had an issue with Yuppie too.
I don't know. I think you just have a hard on for UP.
Anyway. R.I.P. Tom Lasorda too.
Yep.
So yeah, moving on as you were
All
saying.
right, now that we talked for 10 minutes about the passing of fucking ex-players, rest in peace to them all. George Springer has picked the team. Our guesses were all wrong. Yeah.
Sounds right.
So he went to the Toronto Blue Jays. Take it, Max.
What?
Take it away.
Oh. It was a 6-year, $150 million deal, I believe.
Yes.
The rumor had it that it was between the Blue Jays and the Mets. The Mets didn't want to go over 125, which I understand. You know, the problem with this is that the Blue Jays still need fucking pitching,
hmm
and who knows what they're gonna do, especially
Yeah.
now with certain pitchers off the market, which we'll get into a little later.
Yeah.
I like the move as a whole for the Blue Jays, but they have such a surplus of outfielders right now.
hmm
Granted, none of them are as good as Springer,
Yeah.
but you know you got to move some of those pieces, and I'm sure a guy like Grichuk or who's the other one I was thinking of? I'm trying to remember the other one's name.
They got Gurriel, Hernandez, Grichuk.
Gurriel, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Grichuk or Gurriel are going to be trade chips for pitching, probably.
Probably Grichuk, because he's got a long-term contract and he's making like
Mm.
a little over 10 million, I think. So I would think they'd probably want to move him.
Yeah, and he's hitting like 220, 230 and not walking. Big swing and miss guy.
Yeah.
Solid player, but not worth it. Yeah.
I think it's actually a blessing in disguise for the Mets that they missed out on Springer.
Uh-huh.
Think so? How come?
I think it could be, but
Could be. Could
Go
be,
on.
Yes.
on.
It gives them the financial flexibility to re-sign both Conforto and Lindor.
Yeah.
but
I
then,
mean-
then where do you go with center field?
Yeah, they still need a center fielder. Like,
Don't give me this JVJ bullshit. I'm fucking tired of hearing about Jackie Bradley Jr.
Right, and you and I talked about this. As good of a defensive upgrade as he would be, he's a lefty bat, and that's one thing the Mets don't need.
Yep.
What about Kevin Pillar? What if they got him?
I was gonna say Pillar would be a very cheap option.
But then it's like, do they still have Marisnik? It's basically like the same. I don't know. It's a similar.
They don't have Marisnik.
They don't.
Right.
But no. Basically it's the same thing.
Or you just keep Nimmo in center, even though he's atrocious out there.
I think you're better off having him in a corner and hoping you get a DH and throw Smith at first and Alonso DH.
Mm-hmm. The biggest thing with Nimmo, though, is that you can't afford to take him out of the line because he just gets on base.
But yeah. But I think he would be perfectly fine defensively in left field. I don't see an issue with him in left field at all. And like we said, he gets on base, he gets base hits, he has sneaky power. He's a nice, well-rounded player. He's just not a center fielder.
He just lacks a position on the Mets roster, pretty much. Yeah. Not necessarily a position, but like a quality position that he could be consistent at every day.
He has his position, but he has to play out because the Mets are lacking.
We haven't had a legit center fielder, everyday center fielder that could hit and field since Angel Pagan? It's a long time ago now.
His center field is pretty thin.
Years ago.
Like a good center fielder, it's like really thin.
It's hard. Hard to find someone that can play both sides of the ball.
It's like Trout, Bellinger, and Springer. That's it.
Yeah. Exactly. Unless you were, I don't even know. You don't want to move guys out of position.
Yeah, no. Center field is like shortstop to have a lockdown guy out there.
Mm-hmm.
His hitting hasn't been that good, but it's been.
Who, Kiermaier?
Yeah, it hasn't been that good, but it's serviceable.
No, yeah. Well, you'll take the defense over the offense.
You'll take
in his case.
Top, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take defense at that point. Considering the rest of the offense is as potent as it is, would it be nice to have an offensive threat in center field? Yes. But at the end of the day, the biggest issue is the weakness, is defensive weakness, and that's what you have to address. So a guy like Pillar, a guy like Kiermaier, even a guy like Jackie Bradley Jr. would upgrade that. Now, again, going back to Jackie Bradley Jr., he does lefty bat in a very lefty-dominated Mets lineup. Do you stick with the fact that there are worse offensive players, but they're righty bats? Or do you go with the best available all-around guy, which is Jackie Bradley Jr. in this case?
Well, I think the Mets need a defensive center fielder who preferably bats right-handed. So I think you take the trade off of that. I would think. I don't know.
I would let it
ride.
I
agree.
I'm letting it ride.
You let it ride with Nimmo?
Like, unless you tell me tomorrow that we're getting a DH, yes, I'm letting it ride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. Because the DH
because you have to have Dom in your lineup every day.
You do,
right?
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Right. It's a good and a bad for the Mets. I guess if they miss out on Springer, it's huge for the Blue Jays. Has them keeping pace with the Yankees, I guess, for lack of a better term.
The problem with the Blue Jays is still they haven't really upgraded their pitching. I mean, they added Yates, which I guess he'll be a little better, but he's not gonna like overwhelm anybody with stuff because he throws like 93. He's got a good splitter, but I mean the Yankees scored 43 runs in a 3-game series off the Blue Jays. So like,
is he closing for them, or they still have Giles?
Yates no, Giles free agent. Yates will close.
He is right.
And they had this guy last year, who was mega Dolis. I forget his first name. Yeah. He's got a wipeout splitter too. Yeah, but they still have their second best pitcher is Robbie Ray and Nate Pearson. So I mean
they're expecting a huge year from Pearson at this point.
Yeah, but I don't even if
they need it.
He's not going to throw 150 innings though, most likely, right?
No way.
Right.
It would be his first year. I mean, he didn't even make it out of the entirety of, when he got up last year. That's 60-game season. You never
Yeah,
been hurt,
exactly. I think Paxton will end up on the Jays.
And
I
he's
think
been on
that's
their
the best
radar,
move.
yeah.
They just signed Chatwood too.
They did. He's an innings eater, isn't he?
Rafael Dolis is the guy's name.
Chatwood's all right. He's got bad
They
command.
have like they have
have
like
guys,
so many
but,
they
they're
have
not-
so many guys. Yeah, they do. They have so many guys.
Like they have guys that could throw innings, but it's almost not like quality major league innings. You know, like it's kind of like what the Angels lack.
Yeah,
Mhm.
They
I
need,
can see that.
they need a guy they need to just take a flyer on someone. To get Paxton, maybe give Chris Archer a short-term deal.
Archer, I think, would be great there. It's a huge ballpark, so
They
you can't really get burned by. Yep.
Is it huge?
Yep. It
What?
looks fucking huge, at least.
How many meters
play small.
apart is it?
How many meters?
Yeah, how many meters to
99.3
left field?
1.
Toronto plays small though. It's like a good hitter's ballpark usually, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, right? And it's also
It's climate
controlled
control-
environment,
it's climate
which is
control,
It
usually
is a
yeah.
controlled
yeah,
environment. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, they might not even
So
play
it
there next
usually
year.
ends up. Yeah, they're not
Oh,
going
true.
to.
Just be back in Buffalo.
Yup.
That place is a
Why
bandlock.
not? With that fucking with all the money that they renovated into it, may as well.
Might as well, right?
Exactly. Listen, it gives Buffalo, Bills Mafia another reason to go through tables.
Yeah.
Bro, literally, if the Bills won tonight, Jacob and I were getting a table for Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But I need to see that on video.
Oh, it would have been legendary. But Bills didn't win, unfortunately. And I'm out $20, but would have been a $300 profit. Would have been nice.
It's unfortunate.
It is. But yeah. Good thing for the Blue Jays for sure. They still need pitching. Which do you think this takes them out on Trevor Bauer?
It might. I don't really know what's going on with Trevor Bauer, to be honest.
You'd
I can't really
imagine so. I think.
I can't even see him going to Toronto though. Like I just don't think he wants to play there.
I can't see it either. I don't know. It's interesting because I just saw that the Mets have been talking to him about a short-term deal, anywhere from 1 to 3 years. So who knows?
That would probably give him his
with that?
AAV.
That was probably
The Angels
but
got
who
to
knows with
jump on
that?
him.
You know, they do. The
They-
Angels
they-
have to.
Like what are they doing? Like what are they waiting for? Like they missed out on Snell, Darvish, Taillon, Musgrove. I don't know. They'll miss out on more people too. So
Mhm.
it just doesn't make sense what they're doing over there.
Yeah.
I just
exactly.
don't think they have enough prospect capital to really make those trades.
I mean, bro, look at what teams gave up for.
I know, yeah. Looking at it, yeah. But I don't think they believe they have the prospect capital. Maybe that's the only thing I can think of.
It doesn't make sense. So at least shoot an offer and see what you.
Yeah,
See
you can
what
work.
they
You
like.
can work something off of there. Even Carrasco they missed out on.
Yeah, right.
Use
I mean,
the-
it's worse if you're like not like at least send an offer to a GM, maybe negotiate a little bit, and it's different if the other team's GM doesn't like the package that you're presenting, right?
Right.
Like that I understand. Like the Blue Jays lost out on multiple trades just because they didn't like the
Package
pack.
wasn't
Or,
right. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, I get that, but like, what are the Angels doing, bro? Like, I don't know. They drive me nuts.
Trying to get Julio Teheran back.
Yeah, right. Because
Why they play the Mets this year?
So yeah,
The
World Series.
Mets
The World
went,
Series. The World Series.
The Mets went to go watch him this weekend. And who else?
And,
Do you remember?
It was
Who's
Tehran
the other
and
pitcher?
Somebody that kind of sucks.
I'm trying to remember who it was.
Sanchez.
Anibal Sanchez.
yeah.
Yep.
Why is
Yeah, I
he
mean-
still pitching? Isn't he 38?
Yeah,
Hey, listen,
something
if
like
the arm
that.
if the arm still works, fuck it, right?
I think he has enough money. He doesn't need to pitch anymore.
Hey, he got his World Series.
Yeah, he
Yes,
did. He did. But
He's been a very serviceable pitcher throughout his career.
he has.
But
And-
yeah,
and
what else?
he would be a good pickup for a team like the Blue Jays too.
Yeah.
Kinda. They kind of need like a
They
frontline
just-
guy, but they also need a guy who could throw innings.
Well,
Also,
don't forget they still have Ryu, who proved that 1 year in LA wasn't just a fluke.
to me, he's not a true ace. Like I wouldn't rely on him. He
He's
gets
not.
kind of shelled by the Yankees and stuff.
Well,
And like
with
right-handed.
the Yankees lineup, who wouldn't get shelled?
I mean,
A lot of people.
Toronto is Minnesota. The exact same thing.
they're very similar. Yeah,
Yeah.
Odorizzi's a guy I could see going there maybe.
that would be a nice pickup. I think that's a good
That
quality
would be
arm.
really
They
nice
should.
pickup. Yeah. They should pick up like Irvin Santana or Edwin Jackson.
He's still floating. He's still around.
They're both
Neither
floating
of
Would that
around.
be
those
his,
guys
would
will-
that be his
they'll
19th team?
never-
Edwin Jackson's 19th
Wait,
team?
I think Irvin Santana signed like a
never
minor league
call
deal with
it
the
that.
Royals.
Yeah, the
He
Royals,
did.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Royals are getting everybody back. Santana, Holland, Davis, bro. They're
They're
like,
getting the
Get
band
the
back
band
together.
back together.
they're like, you're 37, come play for us.
Yeah, but Aaron Gordon retired. So not
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon, fucking
Alex
Alex Gordon.
Alex Gordon.
Yeah.
Getting the band back together.
Just give a call up to James Shields, bro. And
Big game, James.
𝑐𝒂𝒉, I'm sure, is lurking around out there. Yeah, they know.
Oh man. But I mean, the market for Bauer seems like it's heating up. The only thing I've only heard, any sort of rumors I've heard have been linked to the Mets.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you where he's gonna sign. Like, I just don't know. Like, I don't even care. Like, I'm over it. He's annoying.
For a guy who's as public of a figure as he is,
He's
it's
not
on his
a-
own accord.
Yeah,
He's kept this shit really close to the
yeah,
chest.
dude. Him and his agent have got to be keeping this shit like sealed tight so we can announce it on YouTube or some shit and bring traction to him. It's the only way. I like nobody has a single lead on it.
That's crazy too, considering how both of them are on socials.
Mhm.
Didn't he like say his top 5 destinations on a YouTube video?
I don't believe any of that shit.
But
Say that
didn't
again?
he say that?
He might have.
What did you say?
I said, didn't he say he had like a top 5 destinations in a YouTube video he did?
Yeah, that bullshit where he had like all the hats on his arms. Yeah.
Something like that. Well, the hats on
Where
the
he
arms was
just
for
like
Lids.
this.
He was a
Yeah,
Lids ambassador.
And that was the picture, and he said these are my top 5 teams or something for the YouTube
Oh,
video.
did he?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
I don't
annoying.
know. I
like
didn't
that,
watch it. I've never
Let's
watched
see.
any of his fucking videos.
I watched a
This-
couple
I
of
remember
videos.
you sent me like 2 of them like 2 years ago, Max. I watched one of his Instagram clips. Honestly, I can't stand him.
I like what he does when he has the
Really
other.
game of baseball. Yes, I know.
It's called Bauer Bites. I think he has. I like the interviews he does with other
Yeah.
players. I like that stuff.
Still sucks.
He's got a few good things. I just hate how he's approaching this free agency.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
like,
It's a
Oh,
game to him.
he's like a Kardashian.
yeah, dude, it's like way too
He's
much
just-
drama. Like pick a fucking
Yeah.
team. Like enough with the show, bro.
Just trying to get as many fucking streams and views and listens as he can. Milk it. Get that
So
money.
we,
Yeah,
so we
Milk,
though.
that's
So we.
good.
Let's be real here.
No, yeah, like respect to him for doing it, but like it's getting old now. Like sign, you know, like spring trainings and the pitches and catches report in less than a month. Sign something.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, right.
Thank fucking God. And the market around Realmuto has been kind of warmly developing. Not so much a
It's
hot stove there. It's still lukewarm.
simmering.
Simmering.
Starting to simmer.
I mean, I think we touched on it last week. The best offer he's going to get is from the Phillies.
Probably, but also at the same time, probably not. You don't really know what's going to happen.
I would agree.
Not many
though. I
teams.
think the Phillies probably
Yeah.
give him the best offer.
What team is really in need of a catcher like that?
It has the
Is-
financial flexibility to spend.
Very few.
No.
His best bet was with the Mets, and if he wasn't asking for fucking,
It's true.
how much was he asking for? 27,
like-
28 originally.
Yeah.
If he wasn't asking that high, he probably would have gotten a long-term deal with the Mets.
Right.
He's getting 22 a year, dude. Springer's getting 22 a year, but in 1 year he makes 28.
Springer's value is higher, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he deserves 25 a year. He's top
Mhm.
3 center fielder in the game right now. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think like I saw a report that the Braves were interested in Realmuto. I don't believe that. I think they're just trying to drive the price up for the Phillies at this point.
Yeah,
It's
I
got to
don't.
be
I don't
someone
think
from
there's a
Realmuto's
point.
camp just dropping that.
Yeah, because they have Darno,
Then
who's been raking.
Then I'd
Yeah.
win. Then I'd win.
Mike,
Well,
Look at my dumb ass.
yeah.
By the way, I think Billy and I are in the lead at 2 each with the
2-4.
Stroman and who?
LeMahieu. We all got
LeMahieu.
LeMahieu.
We all got
Yeah,
LeMahieu.
you and I were 2 for 4, and they are both 1 for 4.
But I got the bonus point because I said Stroman would sign the qualifying offer.
You don't get bonus points.
There's no bonus points.
Fuck you guys. I get the fucking bonus points. Fuck you, assholes.
Yeah, you know what the bonus
All
points are?
I'll give you a
All right.
bonus for that. Yeah, I'll give you a bonus for that, Mike.
Because you all said
Good.
he's not going to sign the qualifying offer.
I
I
don't
said he
remember
would.
This conversation, honestly.
I'm
Listen,
going
I think-
back on the old one, just so I remember I'm deducting half a point from you.
You're not gonna ask why?
I don't care at this point. It's some sort of something.
It's you just speaking.
I've just accepted this. Yeah. So, Realmuto to the Phillies is nearly inevitable. I
Yes.
think. I think it's inevitable.
Yeah. I mean, they should. There's really no point in them not doing it.
Right.
The only thing is, it really fucks them up for the future. Phillies clearly have been known not to know how to spend.
Right. They threw the
They
entire
lowballed
fucking.
the fuck out of Rollins, Utley, and fucking Howard, and they just got them all to stay somehow.
Because they brought in pitching. They brought in Halliday and Lee.
Wait. That's a great segue.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great segue with Rollins.
Yeah, but we're not there yet. Well, yeah.
Oh,
with
come on.
Rollins.
That's a good segue.
Yeah, because we can talk about our top 5 shortstops.
No.
Rollins would have been on my list in 2007.
Oh,
I don't know about that one, buddy.
I know.
I want to get into this David Wright Rollins.
Yo, come on, Macca. You fucking ruin all the fucking fun, asshole.
What?
What, I could cut you, idiot?
I know.
Yeah, cut that. Yeah.
Yeah.
32 minutes.
Oh, we supposed to like guess who's player A and who's player B? Is that
I mean, the point was that we were gonna go to the top 5 shortstops first,
okay?
and then get into it.
Okay. Good
See,
to know.
he doesn't understand. He misses the meetings. He doesn't know.
Exactly.
I didn't get informed there was a fucking meeting, so
He's too busy. He's too busy talking about Tanaka or Taillon or how Brian Cashman's a god to actually read the text when he says what's the top. He said Billy sends it in order.
that might have happened actually. Yeah.
All right,
All right,
Taillon.
Passionate.
Well, I thought we were doing top 5.
Might as well
We're
do
not-
all
are
the
you not-
trades.
You're not going to touch on Taillon?
It's a big
So we're
deal.
gonna do that in the transaction. All right, okay, we can do Taillon.
Why wouldn't we just wait for fucking George Springer for the transactions too then? What the hell? No, it's just glossed over. Mike just tells us what happens, You just
That's
told
true,
us
that's
he's just
true,
going
that's
to tell us
true,
what
that's
happened last
All
week.
the
Jameson
smaller pieces.
Taillon.
Right. So Taillon, we had the Taillon, Brad Hand. Gotcha.
Jameson Taillon has been traded from the Pittsburgh Pirates to the New York Yankees. Great trade. Macca,
Love it. I love
as
it.
our resident Yankee fan, let us know your thoughts.
I think it's a good trade because he only makes $2.5 million. It's a high risk, high reward trade, the way I see it. Like obviously with Kluber and now Taillon, they have guys, or in 𝒂𝒏, they have guys who haven't pitched in 2 years or haven't pitched a lot in 2 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say that entire rotation is high risk, high reward.
It is, but I think Taillon coming back, he'll give some innings. I don't know. He's more. I would take him over Kluber right now because he's younger, and he's making $2.5 million. Like you can't go wrong with it. $2.5 million. So with the way they're trying to spend under the luxury tax, it's just to me it was the best option out there, and he was amazing in 2018. If you look at his numbers, 3.2 ERA. I think he threw like 190 innings, 180 strikeouts, which is actually kind of low for the kind of stuff he has.
Yeah, he's not a strikeout guy. He's ground balls.
Yeah.
But honestly, it might just be the way Pittsburgh does shit because I think he threw a lot of two-seamers in Pittsburgh, and I think Garrett Cole was the same way. And then as soon as he got out of there, he became a fucking monster. Yeah.
Yeah, Cole was like 8.5 Ks per 9.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
then he gets out of there. He's like
They
12.
tell him to use his four-seam more. Next thing you know, he's throwing 99
Yep.
at the top of his
Elevate.
zone. And
Mhm.
Taillon's 6'5". He could do the same shit. So hopefully that ends up well. Yeah, it's a good trade for the Yanks. Then they didn't give up anything, dude.
Not at all.
I fleeced them for that. If it works out, it's a complete fleece.
They gave up jack shit.
The best one is probably 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 So
Yeah.
I'll take that trade any day of the week.
Yes, sir.
At the end of the day, it's a good move all around.
Muted.
What?
I'm muted. Fuck.
I don't know. Yeah, I know.
So,
Yeah.
you are he was actually a really good minor league starter.
Yeah, he was he came up and pitched a little bit last year, like in relief, and he looked good.
Yeah.
But I don't think he will. He's like projected to be like a back of the rotation kind of guy.
Yeah.
And the Yankees don't really need that right now, whereas the Pirates could use some young innings.
Yeah, I think it's good for both sides. Pirates got younger, got
100%.
rid of their salary, and I think Max, you sent it to me earlier. If they were to get rid of Taillon, Frazier, and Polanco, they would have.
Kyle Moran was the other one, I think.
Like a $17 million payroll, right?
Yeah, it was
Bro, it's sick, man.
$14.7 million.
It's
sick.
disgusting.
Like,
Disgusting.
talk about fucking bottom feeder.
Like sign a free agent, bro. Like
It really makes you wonder, you know, like
especially in the city of champions too.
But you have to think about it, how dominant they were from like what 2010 to 2015. You know, those 6 years, they were a really good team. They were a really good team.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Consistently. With Clint Hurdle as their manager too, they were a really good team.
Yeah.
And they could do that again. I mean, this is what they went through in the 2000s. You know.
I mean, they pretty much just completely overhauled their whole farm system with the Musgrove, Taillon, and I think they made a couple other moves, whatever. But they added a ton of prospects.
Yeah. They could easily get rid of Gregory Polanco right now too.
Yeah, and they still have Brian Hayes, who looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like Brian Reynolds. O'Neal Cruz is a good
Mhm.
shortstop prospect.
Yeah.
𝑧𝒂𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒈 is also on the Pirates.
𝑧𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒈. Travis.
Adam Frazier's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Oh, they got the
Yeah,
captain Jacob Stallings had a good year. They got some young guys.
Yeah.
And you know, on the mound they got Mitch Keller too. Yeah, it's at the end of the day with the Pirates, they operate like they're a fucking tiny market team.
Mhm.
And you know, this move in general is a good move for the Yankees. Keeps them under the luxury tax. They get better. They don't give up a whole hell of a lot. That's really the biggest thing, is that they did all that while staying under the luxury tax and improving their team.
Yeah, well, they needed to make a trade regardless because they needed to get 40-man spots cleared up for DJ and Kluber. They still need 40-man spots to be cleared up. I mean, they could just DFA someone, but you'd think they won't do that. But it'd be like a Greg Allen, bro. Like, you know, unfortunately, but
Does this take them out of Tanaka?
Yeah, 100%. It's unfortunate, but I think they're going for more of a higher upside, higher risk type moves, which is fine. We'll see how it works.
Because they haven't given up too much. They haven't lost a lot this year either.
They lost Paxton, Tanaka, Happ, and Gardner.
But again, they haven't lost a lot.
Yeah, they've kept their main core intact while adding higher upside pitching. So I think.
And you still have Clark Schmidt.
You still have Garcia, Montgomery, Schmidt, Domingo, Sevy at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That's your 5 right there, and then you have Cole as well.
Then you have Cole, Kluber, and Taillon. So
yeah, they have 8 very capable starters.
Yeah, their end goal is the regular season doesn't matter, right? Assuming there'll probably be expanded playoffs, like they'll get in the playoffs. It's about getting to the end of September, end of August, healthy. That's how it is with the Yankees, because you know they're not going to be healthy all year.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, Really the only concern with the Yankees is health. Are they going to remain healthy? Many of them are not going to be healthy. You know, that's really the questions at hand for the Yankees. Besides that, they got a really nice rotation. They got a great lineup. Uh, Pretty decent
Yeah,
defense.
bullpen's
And they're deep,
solid.
too.
Yeah, they have depth.
Yeah,
They
the
have final
bullpen.
depth. It's all about health. We'll see.
Yeah, and the bullpen. They're banking pretty big, in my opinion, on Otto and Britton. But
Yeah, Ottavino, I
they're
think
both
will be all right.
established.
Yeah, I like the Yankees. I feel pretty confident in the Yankees if they can get out of spring training healthy. It's a big if, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
It'll be interesting to see because the Blue Jays have gotten better. The Rays have kind of gotten pretty sufficiently worse.
They have.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to find
they
the
have.
right word.
No, you're right. They
It's-
lost their two best starters.
Yeah.
Their ace is Glass now, and he's good, but he's hittable. Like
Yeah.
he'll strike a lot of guys out.
Innings.
But yeah, exactly. Those 4 innings, he gets wild and he gives up homers. So
Yeah, and we'll get into the division breakdowns later on in February. But at this point, are the Yankees the favorite in the AL East?
I think so by a lot.
By a lot, right? Yeah.
A lot of
I'd
people
say
think the
so.
Blue Jays are close. I don't think the Blue Jays are that close.
I think they're not far behind, but they're not close. I think
No,
the Yankees are, with especially getting Taillon today.
Right.
Push them way
Like
ahead.
If both teams are healthy, right, and say everybody plays up to at least like 70% of their potential, I think the Yankees are better by a pretty good margin.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the thing with the Blue Jays is, they're kind of banking on also, is Vladdy Jr. finally going to break out? Is
I think he
Bobuchek going
will.
to stay healthy and break out? Is 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒈 going to pretty much do what he did in the second half of last year?
Yeah.
Are these guys, is Teoscar Hernandez going to replicate what he did?
Yeah,
That's
they have a
really-
lot of
And they get
banking
production
on
out of the catchers.
Yeah, I think Vladdy will be better. I think Bichette, you have to see how he does for a whole. He's only played 75 games in the majors. It's not even half a season. So I think Teoscar Hernandez is good. Biggio just kind of walks. That's kind of all he does. So
Yeah.
if you were to take a 3-game set of the Yankees and Blue Jays and you'd have Cole Ryu, then you'd have, assuming everybody's healthy, right? You'd have Sevy, Robbie Ray, and either Kluber, Taillon against Nate Pearson. It's a pretty big gap pitching wise.
Yeah.
I think yeah. It's you said it best, Mac. It's a huge gap, and it's one that I think if the Blue Jays don't address, it's not going to be able. I don't think they're going to be able to add a top line starter mid-season. I don't think there are that many guys.
Nah, there's definitely not.
Who will be available this year?
Yeah.
I think this is going to be their roster going to stick with, or they're going to have to
Right.
stick with it at least if they don't add it, and that's going to screw them completely. Because let's say they do get in the postseason again, there's no depth there in the series.
Exactly. After
Mhm.
Ryu, it's not. I think they have to get Paxton. I don't think Paxton will be reliable, but at least if he's 70% of what he was with the Yankees and has like a 3.6 ERA, at least you could feel comfortable knowing that he'll keep you in the game and the offense.
Oh, do they still have Ross Stripling? Yeah, right.
They do.
Yes.
He could be a piece that they're looking at to step the fuck up.
Yeah, but they still need like a number 2 behind Ryu, or even a
Right.
number 1 and have Ryu be the 2.
Yeah, they need it.
Ideally,
No,
Trevor
I get it.
Bauer for them, but I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, they need. They're really banking on a lot of breakouts. I think that's really the biggest thing for the Blue Jays. It's just they need a bunch of their players to just break out into what's expected of them.
Yeah, because if their offense is clicking, dude, they're gonna have a hard time, or not. They're not gonna have a hard time scoring runs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they also still
Yeah.
have Tanner Roark.
Yeah, Rower.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They have
Who's
guys who can
trash now.
can get innings,
Yeah, that's probably the one thing they have going for them is that
but
they
you
could.
need the quality of the innings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing at the end of the day. So another big move that was kind of I think went under the radar was Kike Hernandez going to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
You
Solid
know,
move.
he was
Weird.
rumored to look at them, go to the Mets maybe, back to LA. There was a lot of different landing spots for him because he's so versatile.
Mhm.
I don't get it. Why Boston?
I don't know.
Can
I really
anyone-
don't. But make sense of it? No. I mean, he's not that good, realistically.
I mean, they need a
he's
second base.
okay. Yeah. He could play a whole bunch of different positions, which is huge.
He's a
But
nice guy to have.
yeah, he's a nice guy for a club to have. Yeah.
Does a lot of different things well.
I just don't get
Energy.
why Boston.
I
That
don't get
team
it either.
is just trying to figure their shit out because are they going to trade Benintendi? Are they not? You know, is Chris Sale going to be healthy? There's so many question marks surrounding really every other team in that AL East except for the Yankees.
I mean, even the Yankees have question marks, like
Yeah.
health wise, but like
They're health wise. They're not
roster
wise.
right. I don't know. I don't know what the Red Sox doing.
Because when they brought in Garrett Richards, right?
Yeah,
1 for 10.
that's
Mhm.
crazy. But 1 for 10. The Kluber deal's not looking too bad now, for being honest.
No, not
I
at all.
thought it was, but like, I mean, Drew Smiley got 1 year 11, Garrett Richards 10, Red Hand 110,
I think this is why fucking
Quintana 1-8.
yeah. I think this is why Bauer's so hell bent on getting 35 a year. Because you're looking at these guys and they're getting 10 million a year. They have a third of his talent in his mind. So why should he be getting paid 3 times as much?
Bauer,
I get where he's coming from. You know,
yeah,
I get that mindset.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to look at it. I think he'll get at this rate. I think he'll get at least 30 million. I don't know if he should get 35. I wouldn't pay him for 35.
Right.
But I would say 28 the lowest, probably 32 the highest in that range.
Mhm.
But you know, based on these numbers, his demands aren't that outrageous. You know,
I mean, results wise, they are, but like underlying
You're-
numbers wise,
Talking about
not.
talking about Corey Kluber, who was one of the most dominant, if not the most dominant pitcher in the AL for 4 years.
yeah, he's pitched what 8 games in 2 years.
Yeah, but he has a track record.
True.
Trevor Bauer has done it for what 30.
Right. Kluber, I can
many
understand.
starts.
Kluber, I can get.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
Drew Smiley. It's a little shit like that.
Yeah, man. Drew Smiley got 1 year, 11 million for doing what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Pitching a good 20 innings last year. Like if you look at the Kluber deal, the Kluber's a steal at that rate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I wanted to touch on something regarding the Kluber deal.
Mhm.
Yep.
He and both Taillon, the two of them, they do their off-season workouts at 𝒂𝒆 Sports Performance, right? With Eric 𝒂𝒄𝒆, who is the Yankees strength and conditioning coach, I believe.
Yeah, they hired him last year.
Do you think, you know, and all these reports are saying, oh, the Yankees had the inside information on these guys' health, you know, blah blah blah. You know, and I'm not complaining. You know, listen, hire whoever's qualified, as Billy, you and I have discussed at length. But do you think that kind of gives them a competitive advantage, knowing the health of some of these external players?
I mean, it gives them an advantage, and the fact when they were on the market, they could, like, especially with Garrett Cole's good friends with Taillon, like they could X Cole, like, oh, how
Right,
is
now
he
that's
looking?
different. That's different.
Well, I
That's
think-
just
Well, the
interpersonal
thing with
relationships.
Kluber also, I think Kluber going to the Yankees was inevitable because Matt Blake was his pitching coach, and then of course the 𝒂𝒆 link. So I just think it kind of made sense.
Right. The Kluber deal was very, you know, there was so much going on that it was inevitable.
So like if the Yankees got scouts to go watch a bullpen, right, and then they could talk to 𝒂𝒆, be like, how's his training coming along? Like, how does he look? The 𝒂𝒆's not gonna be like, oh yeah, he looks like shit. You know, he's gonna probably
gonna-
hype him up a little bit, but you also have to be confident in your scouts to be like, well, yeah, he looks good enough to pitch after being injured. You know.
Right. But let's say 𝒂𝒆 sees something, let's say with Taillon. that other people may not see in his rehab. You know, does that give them an advantage?
You mean
I'm just
positive?
throwing something out here. You know,
Like you see something positive in it, like encouraging.
positive that you know they can say, hey, listen, we can get it for cheaper because of nobody else sees this, or you know.
Yeah, that's
maybe a little, but
that's how it is with analytics, dude. Like, look what the Astros did with Garrett Cole, bro. I mean, the Pirates weren't giving up 2018, 2019 Garrett Cole when they made that trade. You know, the Astros, or even Justin Verlander when they got him, they clearly saw, because Verlander wasn't that great when they picked him up. Like he looked like he was fading out in his career, and then the Astros picked him up, and all of a sudden, you know, fucking took off and won a World Series, or other things helped them. But
I mean, that's just credit to Justin Verlander, though.
no, but you credit
Well,
to the
Astros
scouting
pitching
because they saw
I'm
something.
talking about health-wise. I'm thinking health-wise here.
I mean, I guess, but I'm trying to make the comparison where it's like,
No, I get what you're saying. Like I said, I'm just playing devil's advocate here because it's something I've seen a lot of on Twitter. It's just something, I feel like could be talked about.
I mean, if they saw something encouraging, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, why not? Give any advantage you can get, I guess. Like,
okay. No, it was just something I saw and figured to bring up.
It's valid. Good conversation.
And then you mentioned Brad Hand in terms of big free agent signings. Brad Hand to the Nats. 1 year, $10.5 million. There was a report that the Mets had outbid the Nats. But Hand wouldn't have been the closer for the Mets, most likely.
100% would not have been.
That would have been an elite bullpen.
It would have been. But, oh well. He's with the Nationals. Great signing for them. Mets have shit the bed completely on free agent signings this year. They had opportunities. They didn't pull the trigger, which is fine. We'll see what they do next year, see how they do during the season. Right now, it's basically the same team as last year. Adding Lindor was huge, Carrasco was huge, and Trevor May was huge, but lacking a lefty bullpen piece that is effective. So
do you bring back
see.
Justin Wilson at that point?
I would. I mean, he was pretty fucking dominant all year this year.
Yeah.
And he was actually really good in 2019 in the second half too. He had I think a sub-1 ERA in the second half. So.
And he had a sub-3 ERA in the first half too, if I remember correctly. He wasn't bad.
Probably. I think it was probably right around 3, but
right
he was completely dominant in the second half. But yeah, good pick for the Nationals. All right, next segment. Ready?
Yeah. Top five shortstops.
I'll go last.
All right, Mac, you want to go first?
Might as well, sure.
Well, I know where Gleyber Torres ranks on your list.
Not even in the top 8. All right, so I got. Actually, hold on. We're doing 5-1, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I got Bogarts at 5, Trey Turner 4, Trevor Story 3, Francisco Lindor 2, and Fernando Tatis at 1.
All right. Mike, what do you got?
Okay, give me a second.
Yep.
Forgot Tatis was a shortstop.
You making adjustments on the fly, bro? Unbelievable.
So we're here. Don't worry. Semien at 5, Xander at 4, Story at 3, Lindor at 2, Tatis at 1.
All right.
Max.
I got Bogarts at 5, Seager at 4, Story at 3, Tatis Jr. at 2, Lindor at 1. Billy?
Not bad. All right. All right, cool. Thank you, Mike. All right, so hitting it off, we got Jose Reyes at number 5. Hanley Ramirez at number 4. Hanley Ramirez at number 4. Ian Desmond at number 2.
What about 3?
3. Sorry. Derek Jeter's at number 2. And Edgar Renteria is the number 1.
It's class. It's pretty
God, I
class.
hate you.
Every
Anyway,
week, man. All right, so my actual list. We got Corey Seager at 5, Xander Bogaerts at 4, Fernando Tatis Jr. at 3, Trevor Story at 2, Francisco Lindor at 1.
I mean, I can kind of get behind Tatis at 3. I was flipping between him and Story at 2 and 3.
Honestly, that's probably the best list of.
I think, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say with Tatis. If he didn't, no injury in 2019, and then he didn't fall off in the second half of this year or the last month, really. Then it might be a little different. Who knows? But I haven't seen enough of him to put him in my top 2. But he's very clearly better than Xander Bogaerts and Corey Seager and everybody else that's not named Lindor Story.
Yeah,
That's valid. I think I put Tatis 1 simply for the upside factor. I think he just has more upside than everybody else, and I don't really know how to rank last year because Lindor technically had a down year.
Yeah.
So
and Seager had such a big year too last year.
Right, I had Seager at 6 and then Correa at 7, but and I was like, I don't know where to put Bogaerts because his defense is kind of ass, but the guy just rakes consistently.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
Mike, where?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
No, Billy's is the best list. That's what I'm saying.
I was just gonna say I took defense to it a lot, and I really did not want to put Corey Seager on my list, but I was looking at WAR and weighted runs created plus and projections for next year. I went really hard actually on the shortstops. Went really in depth, and it was kind of hard to not put him on the top 5. Actually, looking into his in-depth stats and looking at his rankings among the position, he sucks at his range. He has no range. He cannot turn anything that's not. He cannot, make a play on anything that's not a fucking routine ball. And he does not take extra bases for anything, which I want a shortstop to be able to move. So that's why I do not like Seager or Correa at shortstop at all. And actually Bogaerts is actually a better fielder than Seager. So I was actually very surprised by that. But yeah, Corey Seager kind of just sucks defensively. He could hit. That's what he could do. That's all he could do.
Mike, where did you have Simeon, by the way?
5.
Say it again. 5.
You had Simeon at 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was trying to figure out where to put a guy who had one good year.
He's been very consistent. What are you talking about?
No,
I don't think so. One outstanding.
He had
year.
one good
He
offensive.
had one very outstanding.
Good offensive year.
But he was never good defensively up until the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like he had to work to be good defensively. I would have put him in the top 5 personally, but I don't really have a problem with. He's
outside of 2019. His highest RBI total, at least, was 75.
Yeah. Do you know how bad those teams were?
Yeah, he had.
We're talking arbitrary stats here, Max.
What's his OBS? What's his OPS plus?
Any other stat, bro.
This is the first one I saw. I'm just looking.
Yo, he only
looking at it right now.
4 times.
But his highest OPS plus was 99. That was 2016. In 2019, it was 139.
What was it over the past 3 seasons? 2018, 19, 20.
18, 19, 20. 18 was 95. 19 was 139. 20, 91.
Okay. What do you want, Fangraphs or Baseball Reference?
Baseball Reference.
All right, never mind.
All right, he's been an above-average hitter for 1 season, and that was 2019. Defensively, not great.
I do always forget he was on the White Sox.
Yeah, that's where he started.
Played
Tim Anderson isn't that good either.
2018 and 2019, he had a plus 14 DRS, plus 12 DRS. Everything else is negative. Last year, -5. 2017, -3. He was 1 in 2016, -8 in 2015. He's very, really not that great other than that one season, if I'm being honest with you.
You know, we it's that recency bias we talk about a lot of.
Well, you can't
Yeah.
just forget about like an 8-war
Right,
season.
you can't
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
forget
Like,
about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
And that plays that to me that plays a little heavy just because it was the most recent full season. So
That's fair. That's fair. But at the end
you
of the day, it's
know,
also his.
who knows
his
what he would have
best
done in a full season this past year.
He-
Yeah, but you're not
Actually,
going based
the
off
league
of
in
their entire
assists every
career.
year.
Right now, I mean, what do you know? How do you base his entire career off somebody who's playing right now?
True.
If that was true, then why wasn't Derek Jeter the top 2 every year? Troy Tulowitzki, why wasn't he top 2 every year? Oh, he fucking raked in 2010. Why isn't he the top shortstop in 2017? He can't fucking not hurt his
No,
fucking
you're right.
legs.
You're
That's
right.
why.
You're right.
wow.
So bullshit. I'm calling you out.
Okay,
Love
that's
that.
fine.
Love that. Passion.
Had a shit year last year in 53 games, but that's okay.
So did Buster Posey.
So did
and-
a lot
Buster
of.
Posey didn't play last year, you motherfucker.
Oh, I'm going on last year's list.
You can't. You just can't. You have to. If you're gonna go, you're making a top 10 right now, top anything right now. You go 2 years back at most.
Right.
But this year's special, so I would go back to 2018, 19, 20.
No, I get you. I get that.
You can't go further back than that. 'Cause that 2017 is irrelevant now. Because if that was the case, then Jacob deGrom's stock goes down. But because he wasn't good in 20. It wasn't great in 2017.
No, I
He
hear you.
was phenomenal in 2018 and 19. He was phenomenal again this year. So we'll see where he lands on our top 5s when we get up to starting pitchers. What?
Number 1. It's not that hard of a discussion. But speaking of arbitrary stats, Mike, thank you for that one, because I want to call out a friend of mine. Kid calls me,
Okay.
my friend Shane calls me. We're talking baseball a little bit, and he's a big Phillies fan. So, of course, he's gonna show a little bias. And we posted something on our socials, player A versus player B, where I'd say about 90% of people said player B.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I did want to touch on before we, even get into this is that the way we evaluate players has changed since, 2007. Changed drastically. We look at different stats. We look at different numbers now.
Yes.
But 2007, Jimmy Rollins did not deserve the MVP.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
I agree.
Because not only did David Wright have a better year, Matt Holliday fucking raked, first of all.
Yeah.
There were
He
so many
always
guys
raked.
better. Pujols had an 8.7 WAR. Chipper had a 7.6. There's so many better players. But anyway, my friend Shane, love the kid. God damn, the kid loves to stir the pot. But this time I think he was serious. Said that Jimmy Rollins is better than David Wright, not just in 07, but as career-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So they used arbitrary stats to tell him that David Wright should have won the MVP.
But the problem with that is, I'm looking at it right now. David Wright was better in every major offensive category. Like home runs, it was the same. More doubles, more RBIs, a few less stolen bases, but he wasn't even a big speed guy compared to Rollins. Way more
Yeah.
walks, higher batting average, higher on base, higher slug, a few less hits. I mean, it's not even really
100
close.
fewer at-bats, too.
Yeah,
Billy, what's up?
Yeah.
2 less games, 116 or 112 less at bats. It's not even close, honestly. David Wright was like better by a landslide.
And
if you
that's
really
all the
wanna get in-
basics, baseline stuff.
Yeah, he's got
Mm-hmm.
2 wins higher in WAR. Defensive WAR is a little better. Weighted runs created plus, he's way higher.
Oh yeah.
OPS plus, way higher.
Yeah. Big spreads too.
Yeah,
They're not even close.
No, yeah, it's
Yeah.
not close at all.
No.
And let's go and look into let's keep those up and let's look into Matt Holliday, because
I don't have that.
the only reason we brought
I
up
have it
David
right
Wright,
here.
the only reason I brought up David Wright is because he's a Met and I'm a Mets fan, and David Wright had a fucking fantastic year. He should have won MVP that year.
No, he shouldn't have.
But when you compared to Jimmy Rollins, yes. But when you look at Matt Holliday's stats,
no, compared to the 2 other people that finished ahead of him, he shouldn't have won it.
well, yeah, Prince Field had a great year too.
Yeah.
Matt Holliday led the league with 216 hits, led the league with 50 doubles, led the league with 137 RBIs, still hit 36 home runs, led the league with 340 batting average, an OPS plus of 151. Like that, those numbers are insane.
Yeah, he had a crazy year.
Yeah.
Him and Fielder
607
both
slugging,
fucking stupid
over
years,
1,000 OPS.
Yeah.
But Fielder's year wasn't that great in terms of like
50
his
home
value.
run. Well, it's I mean, he probably had like a -3 defensive WAR that year.
And you can't forget that tremendous slide that he had at home plate in the playoffs.
That caused an earthquake. Oh.
Yeah.
But it's I'm sorry, but how can you how can you say straight up to anyone and say Jimmy Rollins deserves that 2007 MVP?
He doesn't. I mean, he's like maybe 6th place. I don't know. I don't have the list in front of me, but
I could tell you. You want me to tell you?
He literally won it on the back of the Phillies going to the playoffs.
He probably he would have probably been 5th, maybe even 6th, maybe.
Dude, there was like
7th.
5 or 6 guys better than him. Like Chase Utley was better. Chipper Jones was better.
People on his
It was
team,
better.
Chase Utley was better than him, and he finished below him.
Mm-hmm.
Pujols was better. Like
Pujols was disgusting.
Tulowitzki,
Even Petey had a
Max.
disgusting year.
Max, and I remember you saying something about that the triples to the stolen bases or something.
Yeah.
What was
So
that one?
one of on Twitter we posted that. We put the
Oh, that was on Twitter. Okay.
yeah. We put out the tweet, and one of my buddies, who's oddly enough Shane lives with. Shout out to my friend Pat White.
Oh, really? Look at that.
It's really funny. He couldn't figure out who player B was. And it was killing him because of the triple numbers compared to the stolen base, which is definitely, when you look at David Wright's numbers that year, it's definitely a glaring discrepancy. 1 triple to 34 steals.
I don't agree, but why? How
But
is
it's
that?
definitely something that kind of
how?
catches your eye.
not really.
See?
Triples aren't the
I
same
don't
as stolen
think so.
bases.
The triple is the hardest fucking hit in the game. You have to have it in the perfect spot and you go into the outfield, and you have to get on your horse and you have to commit to third base right out the gate.
Yeah.
If you don't commit to third base as you're running up to first, you're not getting a triple.
Yeah, like you could clearly tell that Rollins is a speed guy and David Wright just knew how to steal bases.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was smart base runner.
Yeah.
And if you actually look up his base running stats and taking the extra base and stuff, David Wright was better.
Yeah.
He was a smart player.
It
End of story. Player B fucking blows player A out of the water, and it's not even fucking remotely close.
David Wright was better. Matt Holliday was better.
Fielder
Chipper Jones, Jake Peavy, Chase Utley, Albert Pujols, Troy Tulo. Prince Fielder, I guess, as a first baseman, had a better season.
50
home
runs.
His WAR is just really held.
Dude, his defense, I think he was like -1 something for defensive.
Yeah, probably.
Right now.
it's kind of crazy to me that people
for how big he was, though.
Yeah. It's just crazy to me how people can actually believe when they say stupid shit like that.
Well, it's bias. It's literally what it is at the end of the day. I mean, when you have a bias and you have not a motive to expand your logic into researching or, knowing anything, then your bias is going to play and you're not going to
Well, here's the funny thing.
correct information.
He looked at the stats and still told me.
What did he look at, though?
I don't know. He told me I was looking at
What
what
does
he
it,
runs
yeah, but what
creative
does it
plus.
matter, bro? Wright was better in every category for the most part.
Yeah.
Like anything that's like any major deciding category was better.
Oh man,
Except for
actually,
team
I'm
wins.
dude, Rollins, he had more at bats. That's fucking easy, not even fucking close. Are you kidding me? What is this fucking argument, dude? He got to plate more than David Wright. That makes him so much better. What's the argument? There's no argument here. Let's be real.
We could just end this with fandom is an illness.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck Tom Brady.
Boom.
Welcome to the Yankee world, bro. People thinking out here that Marcell Ozuna is gonna get signed by the Yankees and 𝑦𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒏.
Oh,
God.
Chris, you thought.
Yeah, they're all fucking stupid, but I literally saw a tweet. Yeah, it all makes sense. We're gonna trade this guy, clear up space for this guy, so we can get Marcell Ozuna. I'm like, bro, you're out of your fucking mind. Give it up. Like,
man.
it makes no sense.
Oh yeah. That's the end of the Yankees offseason. I already thought they were done.
100%, bro.
But they're done.
They're done.
They're not making anything that's not the most minor move of major
They
league
might-
minimum
If
type
they can get
guy.
Brett Gardner back for like under $2 million, that's it.
Yeah,
Or make a trade maybe to clear up some space. That's it.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
done.
The only thing that they're going to be doing from here on out is clearing cap, and that's it. They're not going to be doing anything else. Phillies, on the other hand, they need to find somewhere to fucking get more cap because they are a disaster.
They need a new CFO.
They need a new everything. Just fucking.
Wait, I have a question. Do you think that
Yep.
Major League Baseball should get rid of the luxury tax, just have a hard cap instead of like the soft cap that is the luxury tax?
No,
you think they
I
should
like
have a
the luxury
floor?
tax.
You think they should have a floor where like you can't be less than
A
40
minimum.
million or something? Yeah,
Like the Pirates are going to be.
exactly. Yeah, 'cause
Pirates
that's,
and
like,
the Indians. Yeah.
it's so corny, bro. Come on, at least.
No, I mean
try
the Rays will
get
have to spend
there.
money too.
Yeah, but I think the point is to at least have like major league players on your team. You know,
Be
Yeah.
competitive.
you know what I'm saying? Like
I do agree with adding a floor. I do like the luxury tax though, the way it is, because it
I
gives
do. I
gives
agree with that.
flexibility for some point for some time. Like the Yankees over the past couple of years, they were able to break that luxury tax, and third year is really where it hits pretty damn hard. So you're not going
Has
to be able
anyone
to.
been over in that third year?
Yeah,
Nobody knows?
much times.
I don't know. They have.
Not recently, but
Not recently,
Okay.
right?
it used to be.
The Yankees, if they go over, this would be their third year, I believe. I'm like 90% sure on that. That's why they're desperately trying to stay under.
Mhm. I know the Dodgers have been close, and then they reset over the past like decade. They've been
Yeah,
like,
they
got
get
to
there
that
like
third
every
year,
year.
and they
Yeah.
See, I think if you're going to change it a little bit, it's that reset. Getting under by like $1 million. You got to get under by an X amount, maybe, if you want to
Nah.
make any change to it.
Nah, I like the strategy
Nah,
of it, dude.
can't
Because
do
you
that.
could.
Oh, yeah, no. But I'm saying if you want to make any change, do that one.
No,
The Yankees have
floor, and
$2
that's
million.
You're a penny under, bro. You're under. Like you shouldn't be getting taxed. Like you're under.
The two closest teams this year are the Dodgers and the Yankees, both under $5 million.
Who's
Wait,
third?
so it's got to be. Well, no, the Astros lost a ton of money.
I'm thinking Minnesota. Oh, no, they lost with Odorizzi.
It's got to be the Mets, or the Mets got to be close now, right?
The Mets are 25 off.
Really? They got that much
What
room
was
to play with?
yeah,
25?
because they lost so much this year.
Yeah, and plus
getting
Cano.
Cespedes getting
Oh, that's right,
Cano.
Cano. Right.
Cespedes, Cano, right? That's what, $75 million right there, more.
I don't think any team is that close other than the Yankees and Dodgers because the Red Sox lost a ton of money.
Yeah,
I just looked it up. Those are the only two that are
Yeah,
under
it's-
10.
So I
Yeah.
figured.
Yeah.
The
Wait, so
Yankees were $50 million over last year.
yeah,
wow.
That's
The
That'd
crazy.
be very
Astros were $15 million, and the Cubs were 10, and everybody
Wait,
else was
wait.
under.
The Yankees are 50 million over, and they have essentially the same fucking team right now.
Yeah, well, Ellsbury's gone.
Oh, right.
Tanaka's
Tanaka's
gone.
Tanaka's gone.
Yeah.
That right
Right.
there is 50 million.
That's 50 right there. Yeah. Yep.
Gardner's 11 millions, 10 millions off.
What?
Hap
Are you guys
17 million.
Are you guys still paying A-Rod or no? Did he got deferred money, right?
I don't think they're paying him now.
Oh.
I think he. Honestly, I don't remember what.
Yeah.
It's a good question, Billy. I don't remember what they did with it. What happened with A-Rod?
I thought he got deferred money, but maybe he didn't.
He might have. I just don't remember, honestly.
Yeah.
I have another question. I don't know if you guys have an answer to this.
Let's go.
But I was thinking, so if the Yankees are under the luxury tax going into the season, and then they go over making a trade at the trade deadline, does anybody know how that works? I haven't
Mike?
looked into it because I don't know how it works.
I got no fucking idea,
No?
but
I
I'm
got
assuming
no idea.
that it doesn't affect them because it's a mid-season acquisition.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So
Where-
if you get taxed,
It'd still be underneath.
I think it's from opening day. I think that's where it starts.
I think it's
I
opening
think
day
it's
payroll,
from the
right?
start. Yeah, it's opening day is where I believe it starts.
I think so
I don't know.
too.
I don't know if it is. I don't know. I'll look into it after.
I don't know. It would be interesting because then, like, imagine Bauer's not there, and then you're under, and then he would have sent
Right.
you over in the
Yeah,
offseason and you
Keuchel,
sign him
Kimbrel,
in
and
the
stuff
first
like that.
week
Yeah.
of the season. Yeah.
Yeah, because I see people saying like they want to have some room for the trade deadline, but I'm like, would you be taxed if you go more than half the season with a payroll underneath? I don't know.
Nah, 'cause that's your homework assignment there.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I'll look into it as soon as I
I
get off.
wonder if you're even going to be able to find an answer.
I probably I could do some research.
Okay.
All right, Mike. It's frozen. Oh, nope.
No,
Or
I'm
not.
not frozen. I can hear you. Transaction time.
Transaction time.
Okay. Oh, you're moving. Okay, just making sure. John Lester to the Nationals. Well, you and 𝒂𝒃 weren't moving, and I saw Billy's head move, so I was like, all right, we're good. John Lester to the Nationals. Tyler Chatwood to the Blue Jays. Kirby Yates to the Blue Jays, which we already talked about. Springer to the Blue Jays, which we already talked about. Jose Quintana to the Angels. Wade Davis to the Royals. Michael Brantley re-signs with the Astros.
Oh, that was the one we didn't touch on because he was reportedly going to the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I forgot about that, dude.
I forgot. Dude, this was such a weird. Wait a second, hang on. We didn't even talk about the Joe Musgrove trade because that happened Monday.
Yeah, but it's really not that big of a trade.
I know, but it's such a weird week because
Yeah.
we recorded the emergency podcast Monday.
Thing happens on Monday, Tuesday, except for today. We got lucky with Taillon.
Taillon in
hand.
hand. Yeah. But I forgot about the whole Brantley thing too.
Yeah, Blue Jays fans are like getting hyped, and then all of a sudden, an hour later, Faizan comes in, and it's like, nope, no agreement. And then a couple hours later, he's back at the Astros.
That solves their outfield issue though.
To an extent. It makes more
body.
sense. Like the Blue Jays would have had to trade somebody. The deal wouldn't have made any sense. That's crazy, dude. Ken Rosenthal fucked that up. It was on MLB Network and everything.
J.A. Happ to the Twins. Chris Devchinsky to the Diamondbacks.
Davinsky? The guy in the
Davinsky, yes, whatever. Fuck
Oh.
off.
Okay. I was
Davinsky.
Jason Castro to the Astros. Anthony Bass.
Need him.
well,
He could play the outfield
Play
too.
the outfield, yeah.
True. Yeah. Right. I forgot they moved
And
him.
he's fast as shit.
Dude, they got a good team.
I forgot they moved him to left field. Yeah.
Major league depth is nice to have. I can tell you that.
Ryan Zimmerman in his rocking chair back to the Nationals. As well as Garrett Richards
Yep.
and Brad Hand to the Nationals, and that is everything.
Great job, Mike. A little pep in your step next time, right? Thanks.
It's because Billy wasn't here to make me happy.
Wait,
My apologies.
actually, Billy, I feel like you have a little bone to pick with some of these baseball Instagram accounts.
Okay.
Oh, I do too, bro. There's a Twitter account. I don't want to name names. I'm sorry to
No,
cut
no,
you off.
fuck
Yeah,
it.
throw
Name
the
names.
out there.
I honestly don't know the name. Bro, this guy's like acting like he's a source. Like, oh, Yankees are in
Oh,
agreement
yeah.
with Jameson Time and the Luis Castillo here. Yeah, no, bro.
Oh, is it the guy with the red Twitter, red?
Yeah. Sent a picture.
Check the group chat. I just sent it.
I think
Yeah.
it's be a marathon. I don't know.
No, because Billy, last week you sent me a post by some idiot about the top 10 shortstops.
Yeah.
This I think it's what, MLB expert, right?
MLB expert.
Yeah. So at MLB expert,
Oh,
if you're
God.
listening, you're not a fucking expert, dude. You're a fucking idiot.
Wait. We should have Billy say it. It's not Max because he had that catcher list.
Because it got me heated.
That looks rough, bro.
Dude, it was very fucking bad.
I know it's worse, dude. Go on TikTok and if you see any like top tens from people, though, like, doesn't make sense.
But
Dude, it was.
Okay. Yeah. Let me find his shitty account.
Was it on
He also
Twitter?
did-
Instagram.
He probably has
was it-
Twitter
You
too.
sent it to me. That's what. No, Max sent it to me on one. I just couldn't remember.
Oh, okay.
I think it's in the group chat.
You guys find it. Let me. Yeah. So the guy on Twitter,
Yeah, I got
I
it.
think it's MLB Marathon. No disrespect, but like, dude, the guy was like confirming the Luis Castillo stuff, like when it was going down, like last week. He had no information at all. And then the Jameson Taillon, which people have been talking about for months now. Okay, as especially Yankees Twitter, as like a guy that the Yankees could possibly trade for. As soon as one big reporter comes out that Jameson Taillon is the next guy to be traded by the Pirates, guy just jumps on. Yep, Taillon to the Yankees is in an agreement. And then now, of course, he gets traded today, and everybody's like, he's like, does the eye emoji, like, yep, he definitely had it first, bro. Like, the fuck out of here, bro.
What a bum.
I mean, maybe he did get it right. Apropos, like, he's like 1 out of 1,000 at this point. Congrats, like,
It was a guess,
it was-
and he just fucking got lucky.
you have no source, bro. Everybody goes source, it doesn't answer. Like, might as well just retweet Rosenthal and Passon and call it a day.
Yeah,
All right.
right.
So Billy, you just found the top 10 shortstop list.
Oh my
The
god.
best-
Yes.
The best part about that is Max's comment on the bottom.
Wait, this is really bad.
Like, he has Nick Ahmed as an honorable mention.
So Nick Ahmed's a solid shortstop, but like, I'll take 13 guys over him.
Well, that's honorable mention.
Easily.
He doesn't have Torres as an honorable mention. Horrible list.
So Billy, read off the
Yours
list.
is probably number 11, maybe even better. Well,
𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒂𝒂𝒅.
Why don't you read off the list here? Oh, okay. I'll read it off.
I'll read it off.
yo,
Go ahead, Mac. You know what, Mac?
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
read it off. Read it off, baby. Let's go.
You want 10 to 1 or 1 to 10?
What do you think, Billy?
either way, I'll put it up in the video.
I'll go
So-
fuck it. We'll just start off 1 to 10 and we'll just go 1 to
Yeah.
10.
Yeah,
Number
there we
one,
Top
go.
shortstop they have ranked.
Number 1, Trevor Story. Okay. Number 2, Corey Seager. Okay. Not, I wouldn't put him at 2.
He's
Number
still top 5 shortstop.
Yeah, but number 3, Bogarts. A little high. Here we go. Lindor.
At 4.
That's a little high, bro. Come on.
That's a little high.
Correa.
A little low. He
Yeah,
means.
same thing. Correa at 5. Actually, that's not Turner at 6. I think Turner's a little underrated. Tatis Jr. 7. I don't know, bro. I would take Tatis over Correa, Seager, Bogarts, Baez at 8. Baez is the most overrated player in the league. Simmons, guy hasn't, whatever. 10. Simeon at 10. Honorable mentions. Tim Anderson. 𝑑𝒐𝒅𝒂𝒅𝒆. Dansby Swanson, Adames, Nick Ahmed, and Paul DeYoung.
just an atrocious list.
Yeah, that's some list. That is some.
What were you trying to say, Billy?
Yeah, he listed half the shortstops in the MLB, and he got them all wrong except for maybe Story.
The disrespect to Gleyber Torres. I know the guy can't
Maybe
field.
Trey Turner he got right at 6.
Listen,
Maybe he didn't count Torres as a shortstop. Let's check the other ones.
That's disrespectful.
But yeah, he did a collaboration with 4 other accounts, and I think they were all just crap.
Yep.
Wait. They consulted on this? 4 other people?
There was 3 other people. They were all just crap.
Well, it says MLB expert and then Denver, Colorado. So obviously there's some Colorado bias here.
No. They probably do what we do and put the location.
Okay.
Yeah, of like top player.
Well, I don't have a problem
There you
with
go.
One, but
I don't have a problem with Story at 1 either.
No.
That's fine.
It's the rest of the
But
list.
the rest of the list.
interested Simmons.
Wait, no, the best one is the center field one.
Oh, the East.
What?
Oh no, wait, are you talking
East.
about?
I'll send this
Center
one in.
fielders right now.
I'll send it in. I just got it. Oh my god. You're gonna piss your
There's a
pants.
top 10 heading into 2021? Wait.
You're gonna piss your pants.
Simeon at 9. That's a little optimistic. He doesn't have a team to play for.
I was talking when you said center field. I was talking about this.
Nimmo at 4.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Hey?
Oh
Yeah.
jeez.
At least they kind of got Hicks right. Give him that.
Oh jeez. This is just brutal.
How is Nimmo like as Met fans? Nimmo's not even top 10.
There was
Get
not
up.
even top 4 in our outfield depth chart. Tom Smith's ahead of him.
What
right,
other center
so-
fielders are there in the East though?
So Mac, read off this list. The top 10 center fielders heading into 2020.
Dude,
All right.
Kun-
All right,
Yep,
so
Mike,
we got Mike Trout at 1, Bellinger 2, fine. Springer 3, good. Here's where we get dicey. Dimmo 4, Ramon Laureano 5, Aaron Hicks 6, Lorenzo Cain 7, Starling Marte 8, Byron Buxton 9, Luis Robert 10. Honorable mentions: Kyle Lewis, Trent Grisham, Ian Happ, and Harrison Bader.
Shout out to friend
Did
of the show.
Acuna
Harrison.
die? Is Acuna not a center fielder?
He's a right fielder going into the year. He's gonna be a
Really?
right fielder this year. Yeah.
Oh,
really?
this year, I guess.
Yeah, that right field is beyond fucking stacked.
I would take Ian Happ over half of
Oh,
these.
Markakis is a free agent, right?
What the fuck's that to do with anything?
Was
I
he the right
guess,
fielder?
I don't know.
Was he the right fielder last year for the
Oh
Braves?
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, when he opted back in,
Yeah.
I'd assume. I don't know though.
Because then MLB expert decided to do an all divisions team, I guess, all East and all West and stuff like that.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me! I shouldn't have seen this. Come on.
Chris, you're gonna want to. Yeah, it's bad. It's fucking bad.
His catcher, Christian Vasquez. Okay, not the worst, but not ideal.
No. You know,
JT Realmuto still there.
JT,
still
yeah, right, exactly. He was, yeah.
Freeman, good.
Freeman at first.
Brandon Lau, come on, bro.
Brandon Lau at second.
You wouldn't have DJ LeMahieu or Jeff McNeil over Brandon Lau. The disrespect to DJ LeMahieu, I'm sick to my stomach.
And we all know Max would put Dustin Pedroia over him too.
Yeah. Oh, big time Pedroia fan. Did he ever actually retire?
No.
Not yet.
There you go, still active. Let's go.
Nah, he's
shortstop
like
Bogarts.
they're right. If you retire, you ain't getting your money.
Sure. Shortstop, he has David Xander Bogarts. Third base,
Urshela?
Urshela.
I guess that's all right after that, right? Soto.
Nah.
I mean,
Well,
maybe
yeah.
not Nemo. I mean,
Right, not Nemo, because I was thinking Acuna, but now hearing Acuna's going to right. But Soto, Nemo, and Judge.
Acuna is better than Judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, is Urshela the best third baseman? I'm trying to think.
It's
I'm
between
just
him
Yeah,
and
right. I'm trying to think
Devers.
too.
It's him and Devers.
Right, Devers.
I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, it's kind of shit position to be honest. Yeah.
JD Davis.
Yeah, JD Davis.
On Kyle Martin's top 5 list, by the way.
Oh
Brian
wait.
Anderson.
Brian Anderson. Yep.
Oh wait. The ordering of the pitchers is funny actually on the next one. Oh, and that he has Diaz as his closer, and he has Goat
Right.
next to him.
I need somebody to send that one to me. I don't know.
It's in the group chat.
All right.
Deep enough, but yeah. So this guy sucks.
So here's
Don't
the
follow
thing.
him.
So here's the thing. For the All East team, he had Urshela, right? Urshela's not even on his top 10 third basemen.
Oh, that's fucked up. See, that's
Jeff
kind of
McNeil.
Wait, is there
Jeff
anyone in the
McNeil
East
is number
ahead of him?
6.
Who?
Jeff McNeil.
Bro, how do you fucking consistency, motherfucker? At least we're
First to
consistent with our
second
joke about
base.
2013.
Dude, he has
second
Arenado at
base.
6.
Chris Sale before
His-
Garrett Cole.
His top 10 second basemen, LeMahieu, is number 1.
Dude, I just the only thing I can think about is that if he's not including free agents.
Whoa.
You have to.
He has Albies at number 6. He is Marte Altuve Lau, however the fuck you say his name.
Yeah, it's not
Brandon
Albies. Yeah, Lau, Brandon Lau.
All over Albies. Wow.
I love
no.
how we've gone down the rabbit hole shitting on this dude. MLB expert is far from an expert. Dude literally does not know what he's talking about. He's almost as bad as my catcher's list last year.
It just, I mean, if you're gonna have these crazy lists, at least throw some stats to quantify your thinking, right? Like how do you have DJ LeMahieu as your top second baseman and then Brandon Lau as your top second baseman in the East? Like, what?
Wait. Speaking of catchers, he has
shit.
Tyler Flowers.
No.
He has Tyler Flowers ahead of Roberto Perez, Salvador Perez, and James McCann.
The first
Okay.
didn't start.
Hang on. Y'all cannot give me shit about my catcher's list anymore.
We can't. We
No.
can't. We can't.
You can't.
You can't. We really can't.
He actually had Posey on his list still too.
Like I said, y'all cannot give me any more shit about my
Can I-
catcher's list.
And then can you set that top 10? I'm curious to see that for a sec.
It's in that list.
Yeah.
I love how we've gone down the rabbit hole shitting on this guy.
Not necessarily shitting on him. Just
No,
shitting
we're shitting on him
Okay.
and his lack of baseball knowledge.
It's atrocious content.
I need to see this catcher list. You can't have a backup catcher.
The graphics aren't bad though.
No, they're not bad. I like them. Grandalrim, okay. You got guard for 3. That's a big red
I mean,
flag.
here's the problem with here's the problem with the graphics. The words go over the fucking logo.
Yeah, I know, but
Like, come on.
they don't look terrible.
No,
Oh,
it's,
wait.
it's a clean look.
Oh, those are his. Oh, he does it with 4 other accounts. That's why. All right.
Either way, Tyler
Yeah.
Flowers is not a fucking top 10 catcher.
Yeah, he doesn't even have James McCann.
It's in his honorable mentions, bro.
But either way, it's still ahead of him.
Roberto Perez deserves
He's
to
the
be
best-
on there just for
he's
his
the best
fucking
Best
defense.
defensive
It's
catcher. in the
elite, beyond elite. No,
And I
no
think-
one's
I think
even
we were
remotely
all-
close to him defensively.
Dude,
I think
these other guys have fucking Stallings in their fucking lists.
Yeah, they're just as inbred as him.
Dude, like what?
He has Mitch Garver 3rd because he had one season where he hit some homers. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Should we
That's
invite this
what
guy
we
onto the
did.
podcast and rip into him at this point? Like,
Yeah,
This is
well,
ridiculous.
ask him
Maybe.
DM him for his justifications because I would love to
Dude,
see
get
his
all
stats that
3 of
quantify.
these guys. They're all fucking dumb.
Bro, imagine we had 8 people in here going back and forth.
well, Mike, who are the other accounts?
We need to get a moderator.
Give me 2 seconds. They don't even tag them. Fucking dickhead. MLB database, Halo reports, and Halo talk.
So 2 Angels.
So Angel fans.
2 Angels and
That doesn't
another-
explain why. Actually, probably does explain why it's so bad.
What about the guy? Forgot Austin Nola. He forgot about McCann. No, I guess he had McCann honorable mentions.
He had Nolan
Yeah,
honorable mentions too.
Honorable mentions
Yeah, he
too.
did.
Salvi
Oh, did he?
too. All right.
Saga's,
All
it just
all 4 of his honorable mentions should be on there.
Tyler
over.
Flowers a 10.
he said I value defense around 40%, so don't only bring up offense.
Well, then
So
𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒉
why the
shouldn't be
fuck
third.
isn't? Yeah. And why is Roberto Perez not on there?
Roberto
40%
Perez gets all 40 points.
40% of
40.
100% is still fucking,
Still 40, Max.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was wow.
Trash.
How the fuck do we get down that rabbit hole?
Oh, because we were calling out this fucking moron.
Max brought him up. Max has a beef with him.
Do you really?
Billy does.
Yeah. He tried kissing Max's girlfriend playground at school
God.
before.
He tried to look the same. He tried to look at my favorite doorknob,
Like that. It's
There you
competitive
go.
out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
now this shit's gonna pop up in my explore page.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
That's
tough.
how I find it all the time now.
Account started 4/4/20. Account closed today when we destroyed everything he just did.
Wait, he's
It
got
says
Chris
up
Bryant
So
trades too.
inconsistent. Does he?
Yeah, he's got Chris Bryant trades. Hey, Chris Bryant to the Yankees for Florial, Tauchman, and Contreras, who I think just got traded today, right?
Yeah, if they made that trade, bro, that's a fleece. Like, what? Why the fuck would the Cubs ever do that?
Chris Bryant. Oh, Jesus Christ.
These are all fleeces. Nah, bro. Mike Talkman, they're getting a major league bat.
You're
I
getting,
genuinely think that the Chris Bryant for Tyler Wade is better than this.
Thank you. I like that.
Chris Bryant
Bryant
for Don Sutton straight up.
What? A 1-for-1?
No way.
The Atlanta one's not terrible. Austin
the Atlanta one's
Riley,
not- right.
William Contreras, and Tyler Owens. That's not terrible.
Yeah, that's decent.
Wilson Contreras and Chris Bryant for Jackson Rutledge, Tim Cate. No, they would never fucking do that. God,
But
this is so bad.
Even
So
the
bad.
Dom Smith Chris Bryant straight up trade doesn't make sense because you're getting 1 year of Chris Bryant, who, although it was a short year, did not look good last year. Dom Smith looked like MVP caliber type hitting.
Yeah, he also had fucking Musgrove trades where he had like top 5 prospects getting sent back to Pittsburgh,
Jeez.
along with other top 10 prospects.
Some people just don't get it. Like, you're not gonna trade. Like, if you're the Cubs trading Chris Bryant, you're looking to rebuild. You want young talent. You're not just gonna go out and get fucking Dom Smith and waste his career. in Chicago.
His Hall of Fame ballot
Exactly.
wasn't terrible.
Hang on, boys. Hang
Look at
on.
that.
After the JT Realmuto, the free agent analysis one.
Hang on, boys. I'm about to send something to the group chat that you will not be able to unsee.
I already look at you every day.
No, this is so much worse.
He just accepts it. He just moves on.
Yeah, this is so much worse. Trust me.
Excuse me?
Oh shit! Don't even want to open this.
It's so fucking bad.
What?
So he doesn't care about money at all. That's no fact. So defense
So he says
is
these are his
40%.
follower mock
Money
trades.
is 0%.
Follower mock trades.
Bro, if there's
So-
ever a world where Nolan Arenado and Kyle Freeland get traded for Will Crowe and Carter Kieboom, I want to know the GM that fleeces that deal. What?
He gave it a B plus A minus.
In what world? Bro, if the Rockies ever made that trade, their organization, they wouldn't have an organization.
They'd be
Yeah,
forced to move
just
to
pick-
like
just-
fucking
Just
Mexico.
pick it up and move.
You get Carter Kieboom and Will Crowe?
How about a 3-team trade there? Go check
Including-
this one out.
Oh god.
Go check this one out, boys. I swear to God, we've gone down this intense rabbit hole for like about 20 minutes of just shitting on this dude's life. We killed his account.
Like, why are we giving up?
Why would we give up Mauricio, Josh
Okay.
Wolf, and Ali Sanchez?
Why are we giving up 4 of our best prospects? Why
They
are
don't
we
even-
giving up Ronnie Marciano, Josh Wolf, and Ali Sanchez?
Like this dude is
And
just,
we're getting
and-
nothing. We're getting nothing.
What the?
and we're giving up Rosario without getting a fucking shortstop in return.
We're
in that
getting
trade, at least.
a guy who broke out this year and got injured, so who even knows what he's going to be like in a real season?
Oh my
And
god.
the Minnesota Twins number 6 prospect for giving up 4 fucking people.
What are we, a fucking farm team?
It's just charity. That's charity right there.
So bad. It is just so bad.
I'm still looking at the Nationals Rockies.
So he did hypothetical Lindor trades too.
Nolan Arenado or Kyle Freeland.
Hang on. Oh, you're behind. Hang on. He did Lindor trades. Lindor to the Angels. All Cleveland gets is Brandon Marsh. They give up Lindor and Nick Whitgren.
They get one prospect for giving up their face of the franchise shortstop.
And one of their top relievers.
Wow, some deal. I'm sick of this. I'm getting annoyed. I'm still looking at the Rockies one like that. You had to be. Guy had to have been trolling, bro. Like, yeah, we're gonna give up our face of the franchise player making $300 million for Will Crow, and yeah, give us Carter Kieboom too. Yeah, that'll work out.
This is so bad. All right, can we just move on?
This bold
This is so
predictions
bad.
are fucking brutal.
These
All
are
right,
so
let's go.
bad.
I guess the Rockies are eating all of Arenado's contract too for that.
Seems fair.
I'm
They
sick.
have no other option
Holy
there.
fuck.
What else we got here? I'm pissed.
Hey,
Dude.
I found one more that I think Mac is gonna love.
Should we just comment on every single post? Please stop.
Oh Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the icing on the cake. Yeah, let's make an in-division trade to our division rivals, and let's send over our super cheap, hitting machine first baseman and Luke Voigt to the Rays, and let's also send Clark Schmidt over, our number 3 prospect, and they have him at 2, and Austin Wells, yeah, for Blake Snell and G-Man Choi. Yeah, in what fucking world would Brian Cashman ever fucking do that? I'm about to make an Instagram just so I can comment on this, dude.
Oh god.
Voigt for Snell. Bro, in what world? Like, not in this universe, I'll tell you that. It's not happening here.
It's better. Wait, Kiermaier's a free agent, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
he's on trade
Next
block.
year.
No, he's not free agent.
Next year?
He's
Oh,
trade-
he's not
he's
free-
on the
okay.
trade.
Next
On the
year,
block.
Yeah.
Okay. Now keep in mind we're digging deep into this, but oh my god, these are so bad.
Wait,
Anyway.
that's a better deal for the Mets, is it not?
We might have to, honestly.
Wait. Can I I need this Rays Yankees trade needs someone needs to talk to them. I guess it's got to be me. I guess somebody's got to step up here because that's
Who is this? Who is this for?
it was the Yankees get Blake Snell and G-Man Choi for Luke Voigt. Okay, their cheap, controllable first baseman who just led the league in homers, and their number 2/number 3 prospect Clark Schmidt
What is this under?
and Austin Wells. Because we're just throwing in another top 10 prospect to the Rays.
Was this the follower mock trades?
What's this
No,
under?
no, this
is
was-
under,
What it is, but it's horrible.
This was under Blake Snell. I'm deep. I was deep.
it's under inbred trades.
Dude, there's one where it's a 3-team trade where the Yankees get Josh Bell and Josh Hader.
And what do they give up?
Let me
The
see it.
Pirates get
27
Debbie
prospect.
Garcia, Esteban Florio, Bryce Terang, Joe Gray,
Hey,
and
Bryce
Nick Cam.
Terang.
And the Brewers get Joe Musgrove, Miguel Andujar, Clint Frazier, and
Oh
Antonio.
my God, enough.
And this one's also the Mets. The
Yankees might
Mets.
as well give them the whole
The
40-man
Mets get
roster,
Lindor,
bro.
Carrasco, and Ethan Hankins for Dom Smith, Jimenez, Swagapuck, and
Swagapuck?
Riley Gillum, which actually isn't that bad. Thomas Saputsky, sorry.
Oh,
So wait,
man.
the Yankees, who are the Yankees going to get? Josh Bell and Josh Hader?
Yes.
So they're gonna get a below average first baseman and a reliever, and they're gonna give up half their team.
They're giving up 𝒂𝒂𝒉 𝑨
You know what, guys? If
𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒉
this seg- if-
𝒂𝒂𝒉 Clint Frazier.
So their top prospect, a top 10 prospect, their starting left fielder, and they're gonna give up half their team.
They're giving up 𝒂𝒂𝒉 𝑨
You know what, guys? If this
𝒂𝒂𝒉 Clint Frazier.
So their top prospect, a top 10 prospect, their starting left fielder, and their third baseman with massive upside.
Guys, if this segment causes this guy to delete his account, we did the world a justice.
We
We
might
did
have to make
service of the world.
this
Good
one a separate
Lord.
podcast. We might have to make this separate.
Wait, I was pissed over the Rockies Nationals, bro. This whole Luke Voigt and Blake Snell with the Rays, bro. I'm like confused. Like, in what, bro? Like, there's just
Dude,
no
it's real.
world where that would happen.
Thank God for the last
Atrocious.
segment we have for this.
Wrap this up,
Dude,
please.
this
Just
is-
get pissed.
This is so bad.
Luke Voigt. All right.
But can we all agree that you can no longer give me shit for my catchers list after seeing this account?
Max, you're off the hook.
Ah.
Oh,
You're off
He's
the
off the
hook for
hook.
this week.
he's off the
For
hook.
this week? Fuck you,
Max.
for this week.
Max, you're off the hook for me for a while. Yeah,
He actually did get Springer going to Toronto. He actually got that right.
Oh,
Great.
Anybody can
One
get
out of
that right.
1,000. Even a fucking blind squirrel finds a nut.
He got LeMahieu back. He got Hendricks to the Sox too.
Did you really?
That's a
This
good
is
one.
back in October. He made these.
wow. All right. Give him a little more credit. Max, you get shit on now.
Uh,
Yeah, but the Luke Voigt
Full-fledged.
to the Rays there's no excuse for that.
those are the only three.
It
Yeah.
makes no sense. Just everything about it. Just that
Yeah, let's just-
entire trade.
Should we
Not
send
one
this
piece
episode?
of-
Should we send this episode to him? DM the DM
Let's make
episode.
division
Send me a
rivals
link.
better so we could give you our I just don't get it, dude.
Oh,
bless.
gosh.
God bless Cash.
Right.
God bless GMs, bro. They know what they're doing. Social media GMs, bro. Holy shit.
So now we've gone down the rabbit hole of holy shit.
Ah,
So whose
Oh,
account are
yeah.
we gonna whose account are we gonna make them delete next week?
I don't know.
oh yeah, you got another one.
I don't know. We'll find. I'm sure we'll find one this week.
Is he the same one that I just sent you? I think he is. Yeah, he was. Never mind.
Dude, it's just so bad.
Oh, one last question that I've seen going around a lot. Should Hank Aaron's 44 be retired across the league?
You know what? I don't have a problem with it. If it does.
Yeah,
I
I
generally don't have a problem with it.
Why though? Why should it? Give me a reason why it should.
well, if you retire Aaron's, you got to retire a bunch of others, and I just leave it at 42 at this point, honestly.
Exactly.
Right. It's a whole box
If
you
you
gotta
retire,
open.
if you retire Aaron's, you have to retire 3 for Babe Ruth. I think that's like a given.
Yeah, and then you have to
And then you
retire,
retire
somebody
21
else.
for Clemente.
Yeah. 20.
Well, that one's already been talked about.
You know, Willie Mays. and
21's been talked about. A couple times.
Clemente is an interesting one, but I don't think that it
I
should
think
be retired
42 is
still.
the only one. Jackie Robinson's got a day after him. Jackie Robinson Day, all right? I'll just leave it at that. Like, I
He
don't.
broke barriers for the world.
Yeah, he's
None
different.
of the rest did. It's a very different story. It's a very unique case to baseball too.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
my biggest issue with the
That's why-
Yankees. Like,
But Clemente has a case there too, because he did break
does.
down a lot of barriers for Latino players.
Jackie Robinson's paved the path though.
No-
there's
no
there's
doubt.
no Roberto Clemente.
No doubt,
There's no Roberto Clemente without Jackie Robinson.
100%. But Roberto Clemente does have a case.
he does.
I don't know.
I think
I think he does, but I don't agree. I
Out
don't
of
think
any
that
of the
he should-
legends, he has the strongest case.
sure.
Sure. All right, cool. Hope everyone enjoyed this episode. Fuck MLB expert, you inbred fuck. Max, your top 5 shortstops is actually decent. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I'm having a
Make sure
good
to
year.
send
so
it to
far.
me. Yeah, you're doing decent. Yeah. See you guys next week. Anything else?
Go buy some merch. Check out everything on 𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒄𝒂💄💄. You know, the usual shit. Check out From the Tips on the Power Play Tri-State Sports Beat on Friday. The Cut will be dropping its first episode. What else am I missing? Anything
By
else?
the way, if you buy merch,
I have no idea where you're going with this. I have no idea where you're going. This terrifies me.
No, I'm good. Never mind.
Buy some merch, support charities.
Max.
Buy some merch, support charities, and yeah, 𝒂𝒂𝒅𝒄𝒂𝒄𝒄. And you can get all your Take a Picture stuff there, or anything else from the Southside Production Family Networks, family podcasts. That's about it. That's all I got.
Well done.
Peace.
I like your Israel hat.
Thank you.
All right. Peace. Say it. Say it
I
again.
did already, you fuck.
I cut it off though, so you gotta do it again.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
Do it.
Peace.
Whack. So if you buy merch, Max will.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.